Hey YouTube, Kentucky Forester here, and today I'm going to be showing y'all my survival bag. Now I got a couple comments that y'all was wanting to do my survival bag first instead of the $10 survival kit challenge from the dollar store. And it's fine by me because it's easy accessible here at the house. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. First we'll be looking at what I'll be wearing in the survival situation. And we have a pair of ACU combat boots, size 13, and these were issued in 2013, although I did buy them new and I never wore them. So these things are locked and loaded, ready to go. They're really sturdy. I've been wearing one of the pairs for about 4 years now, and this right here is what they look like after 4 years of use. Not too bad. It looks, and these things are actually pretty tough when it comes to durability. Now we're going to be looking at my pants I'm going to be wearing. Also ACU. These are the ACU combat pants. I wear a size large long, and these things are just as durable as their counterpart boots. I've had about 6 or 7 pair of these and I still have them today. I've not had to throw one pair away. Not one pair has tore up on me. Although I did have a case where I ripped one of them over a rock, but of course there's not going to be very much pants out there that'll be able to withstand that. Okay, moving on right here. As a t-shirt, I'll probably be wearing a white shirt or a light colored shirt because I don't want the black to be absorbing all the sunlight, and that will be very bad on me because I'll be sweating and losing hydration. Okay, for my jacket, I'll be wearing an ACU also edition jacket. And of course I do have my patches on it because I was in the class in high school. Got all my patches on it. Now you can order all of this stuff on eBay for a very low price. It's really not that much costing, and all you have to do, just go online, look it all up, get the size you're required to wear, and it'll probably run you about $50–60 for the entire uniform, and it's really worth it. Okay, as a hat, or under my hat I should say, I'm going to be wearing this orange bandana. And this right here is to keep the sweat out of my eyes, where I have long hair. I could pin it up underneath it, and then this right here is my actual hat I'm going to be wearing. Now I do have an ACU patrol cap up there, but it doesn't serve the purposes I usually use it for, because I'll use the longer baseball caps because I like the bill on them and how they're adjusting and how you can have sunlight in all directions blocked other than just the top. And also, the reason why I chose this one out of all of them, it does have a light on it, and that's what I could use if I needed to get business done at nighttime. Also, as my last thing I'll be wearing, I do have a pair of mechanics wear gloves, and they're really durable gloves, folks. They're made out of, it's not cowskin leather, I forgot what kind of leather it said on the packaging, but it is very tight gripping, so I'll be able to work my firearm very finely. And gloves really are perfect for survival situations so you don't get blisters all over your hands. Now, if you've ever been in one yourself or ever been camping, you'll know while you're chopping firewood or doing any other thing that your blisters will start to show. Now, you want to be able to stop that as soon as possible or prevent it altogether. That takes care of the clothing I'll be wearing. Now let's get on to the gear I'll be carrying on person. I will be carrying this little plastic water bottle right here. Although I do have a metal one, this is the one I'll be carrying on hand because of certain reasons that you'll see in a second. It does have a case for it, and like I said before, it's plastic. It's not the best in the world, but it will be able to hold my water. The reason why I chose this plastic one is it has a thermal inside that I'll be able to keep it cold and or hot whenever I need it to be. Because I don't want my hot canister hanging off my belt that's going to be warming up as I walk up the hill when I need cold water to keep my body temperature down. So that's the reason why I chose this over the other one. This metal canteen right here could be perfect for sugar water. In case y'all didn't know, it does taste nasty, yes, but sugar gives you energy, and what you need is energy whenever you're on the move all the time, and you don't want to contaminate any of your other containers by mixing it in your actual water container, because then that could mix with other disease microorganisms within the water, and it may either taste really bad or it could get you sick depending on which one. Also on me, I'm going to be having this Altoid survival can. In it I have matches, a lighter, a little small pocket knife, a compass. I have this black tape on the outside here, and of course the container could be used to make charcoal off afterwards. I do believe I have a quarter in it, and that's still like for my gun, because there's a choke in it and the quarter can remove it. It's the only thing I have, and that could be used for maintenance stuff like that, because I'll always have my gun. And basically this thing is going to be used to maintain or anything on me. And I do have a sewing kit in it also, I forgot about that. And I do have a reflective mirror, I forgot. I do have this Right in the Rain pad. Excuse me, I can't talk today. It does have a measuring tape on the back of it. It's pretty useful right there on its own, and maybe I need to write down a note. Maybe I want to do a journal entry while it's raining, explain how my survival situation has treated me so far. I'll be able to write it. I've always had interest in those anyway. I always like to know how they work, and really when I found out, it really wasn't that fascinating. But anyway, I do have number 2 pencils right here. Of course, it would probably be reasonable and logical that I got these for the Right in the Rain pad. But also, these could double as something else too. Say you break one of your fingers, because that they're actually pretty easily be broken in a fall. You just cut them down to the right length and then splint them on each side of your finger. I do have these emergency flares. I have 2 of them that burn up to, I think it's 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes, and it, in the warming up process and the cooling down process, adds about another 3 minutes of life. So that equals about 7 or 8 minutes of these flares are going to be burning each, so you'll be able to signal or start a fire. I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot of useful information in this, but in its own there actually is. That might sound confusing, but it does show you how to make fires, make shelters, signal, and stuff like that, and trap. But in its own, they could have worded it differently. While I was talking about it might be useful, because a lot of newcoming survivalists, that's what these are meant for. And a lot of these people aren't going to know what some of these words in here mean, because there's a really lot of stuff like, example right here, spread the fibrous material to be able to feather it out and stuff like that. But maybe they don't know what feathering is. Maybe they might be new to survival altogether. So they could have worded that a little bit different, or showed a little bit more pictures, in my opinion. I do have this bandana. It could be multi-purposed. Yeah, I couldn't find an orange one, so I just got this red one. It'd be just as easy signaling. Could be used to cover up your face, for protection from dust, gauze, really almost anything. I do have these carabiners. I have 2 small duty ones, 1 medium duty, and of course extra heavy duty. All of them in their own different purpose. Now I do have this knife right here. Now I have multiple knives. I have 3 belt knives, and about 5 pocket knives, to be honest. The pocket knives I'm going to be using to like small processing, and these knives I have their own little use. Like right here where I have it around my neck, this is going to be used to process my game. It's easy to get to, and it's small, and it's very sharp. And also on this little cord right here, I do have a little adjuster right here, so I could adjust it for anything I wanted to put on. Maybe I just wanted to latch it onto my leg. It could be really easily adjusted to do that. I also have this, my main bushcraft knife. It's not as sharp as the other ones, but this right here, it's a strong type of steel, and this is usually used for skinning and stuff like that. But where it's a high carbon steel. I could use this for like cutting vines for cordage and or cutting wire if I can find it. And also has the bend in the blade, it makes it easily whittling, and it also has this little curve up here in the peak of the blade. You could use that for like more stability. Also has this hard sheath right here. But the one thing I don't like about it is it's Velcro. Even though Velcro is like amazing, it does wear out over time, and eventually you're just going to have a knife that's going to be flopping there. You could lose it very easy. Moving on. Also on me, because I had technical difficulties earlier, so I had to restart this video. I did have some cordage over here on my way up, but I shall find it later because I cannot see it. Well, I remember in the back of the pack that I had a thermal shirt and thermal pants. Whether what kind of situation you're in, those are going to be very useful because you're going to need to stay warm no matter what, because it'll help you fight off diseases more easily once you are at your normal body temperature. Also have this Camelback ACU camo edition, so it blend in with the rest of my gear. It also has this sheath right here, so nothing will be able to snag it and cut it as easy. Holds 3 liters, and it's pretty dang useful. If I do say so myself, at least. And here's the cordage I was talking about earlier. It's not much cordage to be in your pocket, but say I need to hang stuff off my backpack or my belt. Right there, it's going to be plenty enough. That's at least 10 foot. Inside of the bag, I also had in the top compartment, I had these 2 beef jerky sticks, and they are the Jack Wings special edition. There's barbecue KC Masterpiece. The reason why I got these over the original one is they come with 2 pieces of meat for the same price, which means I have 4 in all, which I would have paid double for if I wouldn't have seen these. Which is always great to save money. In the top compartment, I had stuff that would be easy to get to, like this knife right here. Oh yeah. My bad, folks. I also carry one of these in my pocket, and this flashlight. That's also going to be on my person. In my emergency to get to pack, I also have another backup one of these knives. They're really, really handy, and they're really stable. That's the reason why I have 2 of them. They're both brand new, and I just thought they look cool. They really do work good. Their blade shape is very versatile. And in this, I have these Timber Wet Fires I had in the top of my pack. These things can burn in water, in the cold. They can burn in almost any condition. I don't know if they'd burn underwater. They're like completely submerged. I don't know if that would work like the Stormproof matches. But, you know, these things have been proven to the test. So, you know, why not? I picked me up about 5 of them. Also, in the top pouch, I have body wash because hygiene is really important when you're survival in a situation, because it's going to boost your morale. Also, in the top pouch, I do have another flashlight because, you know, you can never have enough flashlights for 1, and 2, maybe something happens to the other flashlight. Maybe you need something brighter. Okay, right here, jumping on into this. That was the end of the top pouch. Now we're going to move on to the front pouch. Right here on the front of the bag. And in it, I have deodorant, because of course you're not going to, again with the hygiene thing, you're just going to feel so much better. It's not mandatory, but I recommend it. Also have another metal canteen, but this one has a slot. It's a hideaway canteen is what it is. And you can carry just as much in this one as you could in that one, except this one has a little hidden slot where you could potentially, maybe like what I'm doing right now, put these batteries in here and have them with you. And they can hold more, of course, than just batteries. Probably hold anything I got in here as of right now. And maybe you want to take something to drink, and you don't want to have to put stuff in your pockets. Maybe you want to have it while you're out. You know, just examples. I do have another pair of socks and an extra pair of gloves. Another pair of gloves are the same ones. I didn't know I had these, to tell you the truth, but you know, more gloves is better. I do have a tactical knife. I believe it's from Appalachian Trail. Yeah. It's their black carbon steel Tanto point. I forgot what the name was it for, but you know, it's a pretty dang good knife. Then also from Appalachian Trail, I got these in a pack. Oh no, I got these from Ozark Trail. That one's Appalachian. They came in a pack. This one's slightly smaller, but it has bigger lumens. And this one's slightly bigger, but has less lumens, but zoom out power. Both of them zoom, to be honest. Now that I just figured that out myself. This one is the 76 lumens, and they both, after the third click, they do a strobe light kind of deal. So these could be really good for signaling and stuff like that. Right there's the front of them. This one has a flat surface. This has a round surface. Also helps spread it out. They both take AAA batteries, and that's what these are for. These also were in the pack. I have the Job Smart Family Dollar editions, and I do have the Everbright ones. Also, another pack of flares and another pack of flares. You're never going to have too many flares. I just preferred about 6, because that will be like 3 for fire starting and 3 for signaling if you ever need it. Moving on to cordage, you have 500 or 750 feet of paracord. 550 to be specific. Things like about 550 paracord, or any paracord to be exact, has little strands in them, and those are really strong strands in their own. So, and they come with a lot of them, like 20 of them. So if you wanted to combine that into a little kind of twine, try to add that up, about 500 feet each. Yeah. I do have more paracord. This is only 500 though, and I've used most of it. And this is just rope I have found. I didn't buy this rope, nor did I buy this one, but this is jump rope, and I heard that it's graded for about 700-800, because that's what jump rope I believe is rated for, and it's almost like paracord in its own deal. And I don't know what this is rated for. I wouldn't trust it with over 100 pounds, to be honest. I do have this little light right here. I'm going to try to show you an example of what it's like. You can hang it from a tree, or inside your tent, or whatever you're camping in, or bugging out in, depending on your situation. It is very bright. I think it's like 120, 130 lumens. And you have this little front light right here. I always like to take the batteries out so I don't run them down, and use them whenever I need them. I do have another Right in the Rain pack. Same thing as earlier, no need to go into deeper explanations. I do have this poncho. This was also in the top pouch, easy to get to, but I never did get to it. You basically want to have some way of waterproofing yourself or your bag when it starts to rain. Also in the front pouch here, we have this knife sharpener, and it's made from Smith's. It's a pretty dang good knife sharpener. Comes with a little line down here where you can sharpen a fish hook if you're fishing, which at the moment I do not have a fishing kit, even though I do have plenty of stuff to make it with. Just the area I usually go, there isn't water necessarily, so I don't have to worry about that. Now I do have more, but these are a spoon and fork. They're heavy duty, so I'll be able to reach down to the bottom of the container. I do have another tool for that, but these are the ones that are going to be reaching to the bottom of the containers. So yeah. Right here, I do have something I could cook dinner with, or boil water, or tea, something like that. But you know, it's all the same. I could boil, cook, anything. And this is made by Ozark Trail also, if anybody was wondering. And I do have a Stanley metal canister right here. I could be used to boil water in. It's stainless steel. In my opinion, stainless steel is the best thing to boil stuff in. Not because it's because it's the weaker kind of metal and it heats up really easy, but it also cools off very fast and it won't deform it when it's hot. Which is when everybody uses stainless steel, in case you didn't know that. My belt right here I thought to go over earlier. This is also going to be on my person. I'm going to have this Gerber Prang. It's a pretty mean machete, and it has this little curve in here, so it's really, really adjusted for chopping. And it does have a little handle right here where you could secure it. My hand's a little bit too big right there. You know, you drop it, you're not going to lose it. You're not going to chop your leg off. Hopefully, no. Because I've almost done that myself, to be completely honest. I do have this pouch right here that will fold out into like a container that's about that big, and it does have an adjustable little strap right here so you can tighten it up, maybe put small game or something in there. Then I do have this buck knife. Now this is going to be for like the stuff I need to get done perfectly, basically. It's basically a bushcraft knife that's in glory, something like that. But if my skinning knife isn't going to be able to take care of it, then I'm going to use this. If maybe I'm whittling down something, but I want it a precise shape, precise size, I'm going to be using this. Because this thing is razor sharp. I'm not even kidding, ladies and gentlemen. This is a pretty dangerous knife, to be honest, for me to be carrying out in the woods. If it fell out and maybe hit my leg, it really would probably chip into my bone. Because buck, they take pride into their knife work, and they are sharp. So basically, that's the reason why they give you such a securable case for it, so they make sure nothing like that happens. Also, right here I have a mag light. This is what I'm going to be using to work whenever I'm inside of the dark, basically. You know, maybe I'm at night time, need to do some repairs on something. I have that. Maybe I'm hunting at night time for something. You know, possum, coon, rabbit do come out at night time. You just gotta know what to look for. Maybe I'm even just snake hunting, so I can have me something to eat during the night time. Gotta have something to spot them out with, of course. Now, as backup pants, I do have two types in here, and one of them you have seen before. These are BDU Woodland Camouflage Combat Pants. Now, these are the brand new ACU pants I've got earlier. I just got them like the other day. They're brand new, large, long. Again, the reason why I like these pants, they're comfortable, they're fire retardant, and basically they're really, really durable. And they have like 7 or 8 pouches on each one of them. Really easy to carry stuff in. Now, getting on to my bag, the main compartment. I do have a lot of stuff in here, but right here I just have one of my main meals right here. It is the KC Masterpiece baked beans with pulled pork in it, and it is the same brand smoked as what I had my Jack Link's beef jerky in. And the reason why I chose the pulled pork over anything else is because it does come with meat, and they'll give me a little bit more protein and a little bit more taste, so I'll be a little bit more set. Be able to grind this out, maybe put one of my knives in there, be able to open it pretty easy and use this as a boiling canister for one of my other survivors, maybe. It gives us something to boil water in too, so we ain't gotta wait so long. Then I do have a food canister here. This is not going to be boilable because I did make one before, and I'll show you that here in a second. I did melt all this stuff right here off to make a boiling canister before I bought mine. But basically, this is going to be used to eat my meals in. And it does come with a spoon. In case you're wondering who makes this, this is Thermos. Pretty neat little thing. I picked these up at Walmart for like $11 each. And here's the second one I melted the stuff off of. A little bit bigger. Does it come with a spoon? This is more of a drink canister type of deal. Of course, you probably already saw it. The Gorilla Tape I have, it's very, very high quality Gorilla Tape. That's just why I didn't just go with duct tape. I went over Gorilla Tape. This stuff is pretty strong in its own little suit. I do have a camouflage thermal shirt for the night times. Maybe I'm out during the night time. Maybe I want to wear this during the day instead of putting a t-shirt on. Maybe it's a little bit cold in the mornings. You know, I'll be able to go hunting or just go out and blend in. Because in a survival situation, sometimes you're not always just lost. Maybe you're trying to run away from something. I mean, I know that might sound bad on my end, but maybe the world has lost civilization. Just take it into that perspective, and a survivor group is trying to hunt you down. That's just why you'd want to blend in. And I know it sounds far-fetched, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not expecting the end of civilization anytime soon. I'm just putting in my perspective of the bug-out bag. I do have two of them containers I was talking about earlier. The ones that's on my belt, except these are black. Exact same size, exact same company. I do have a very high-quality climbing rope right here, which has a carabiner that is graded up to like 5,000 pounds, and the rope itself is rated for 1,000. Or no, this is rated for 1,500. I forgot. For my Maglite, I do have a full pack of Duracell batteries. It is pretty lot of weight, but you know, you gotta have it. I do have a cooking pot. Maybe I'm wanting to fry up something instead of, you know, like slowly boil it. You know, it's going to give you that different taste you're going to be wanting. And it's not really that big. It's very lightweight. It's cast iron also, so it's really easily cleaned, not really easily stained. For thermal knit socks, I do pick Team Realtree. They do make the best thermal knit socks, I must say. Keep your toes nice and warm. And the thermal knit socks, they're made of wool, so they will dry faster than cotton. And I do have a cheap little flashlight in here, maybe trying to light up the area that we're wanting to sleep in for a little bit before we like set up and go to sleep at night. Maybe we're wanting to illuminate the area. Then I do have some Crest toothpaste right here. You could just put it on your finger, brush your teeth like that. No need in actually carrying a toothbrush. But hygiene will be needed, and you're going to be needing this because you're going to be eating some pretty nasty stuff. Some stuff that's going to cause you cavities because you're not used to it. Unless you're like me, that I'm used to it, but I'm still going to brush my teeth. It's going to cause you a lot of cavities and a lot of pain, and you don't want to be walking around camp with a toothache. I do have a tactical tomahawk picked up from the store the other day, and it's pretty lightweight. It has a chopping end, obviously, and it has a hammering end. The inside is hollow, so you could fit something down in there, but the plastic on it is very heavy duty, and it's not really that flimsy as I was expecting if the handle was hollow. As it comes with a little nice carrying case right here, you can lock it in. It ain't going to move nowhere at all. I do have a 2-pack of bandanas, camouflage. One of them's white and gray and black. One of them's black, green, and brown. Now, I do have 2 orange t-shirts as if I was in a survival situation where I was lost. I'll be able to signal with this. And then maybe my jacket, just cover them up. So that's the reason why I got these, because I could cover it up if I needed to, but I could also use it for signaling, so it doubles. Of course, underwear, you're going to need it, folks. Right here in the main compartment down here, I do have a blue poncho and a yellow poncho. They're both military grade. I do have a squeeze water filtration system made by Sawyer. Sawyer filtrations. They're really, really good. This is right up to 100,000 gallons, which is more than you'll ever need, probably. I do have my fire kit, and in this fire kit, I'll go ahead and just explain it. I do have 2 packs of these Coleman packs of matches. They're not the best, they're cheap, and I've managed to fit like 6 packs into 2 packs, so I have about 300 matches here, and as you can see, they don't burn for too long, but they will burn, and you will be able to extend the life if you burn it upside down and then back up. Like, not in that exact order, but it will extend the life of it as it will burn the wood. I do have this pill bottle full of cotton lint. And 2 lighters, 3 lighters. And I do have a multi-tool here with a flashlight on it. I'm not going to go into too much detail of that. Another pill bottle with cotton in it. Storm-proof matches. A little survival knife and a little whistle that comes with it. Pretty useful in its own perspective. Then I do have these 2 Bear Grylls fire starters. I do have one that's brand new. And then I have this one. Use them pretty efficiently. Now I do have this small Altoids tin right here that does have dryer lint in it. This fire kit has never failed me starting a fire yet, so I'm pretty confident in my ability to start a fire. But you know, if not, I do have this brand new Zippo right here, and it is American flag. I do have a sweet multi-tool right here in its own glory. It is pretty useful. Has a bunch of tools on it, and you could lock it back in place with this little stainless steel latch. Also do have boot string in case I need it to replace some of the string on my boots, and I do have water purification tablets and iodine. As I was talking about it earlier, I do have tools with fork and spoon and knife on it, and also has bottle opener and lanyard ring and a can opener. So yeah, you got that, and you also have an awl for your digging under your fingernails. You want to get that. On this end, I do have in here, I have first aid spray. Also have burn relief spray. So this does treat burn relief also, but in order to save some of that, because I know I'm going to get burnt, I bought a bigger bottle of burns. I do have Z-Quil, not NyQuil. You know, maybe you need to have a long journey ahead of you in the morning. You could drink this. I do have some wrap with a Velcro latch on it. And then I do have this I picked up from Walmart. It's called the Extractor. And I'll show you how it works a little bit right here. It does come with this little instruction booklet, and it comes with the Stinger Leaf cream and prep pads. It also does come with a couple band-aids, as it does with a razor also, in case y'all was looking at it. And the razor does have a protector on it, and y'all should know what the razor's for. Hoping you do at least. And here's the extractor. And it does come with multiple sized capsules. And I'm just going to use an example real quick. Latch that one on. As soon as it's all the way up, it will be sucking. So I'm just going to use an example right here. You can see it. Push down on it. Yeah. As soon as you get down to the bottom, it will suck your skin up. Now I want to hurry up and remove that, as I don't want my blood vessels broken. But it will suck the venom out. but it will also it won't damage your tissue like sucking on it would. You won't spread it throughout your tissue. That's what I like about it. I also do have this first aid kit right here. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but I do have pretty well everything you would ever need to treat on it. I do have the New Testament, to be honest. I do read it. I do have 2 Kentucky State road maps in case I'm lost. I have a Bear Grylls survival kit. It does come with cordage, firecrackers. I'll put the firecrackers in there. Lighter, whistle, tripwire. I have Duck Dynasty playing cards. That's to keep the moral boosted, so you won't get bored and lose sanity. I also do have 2 emergency blankets, space blankets. And I do have a reflective tent emergency shelter in case you're lost and maybe you need to set up a shelter. But I also do have 2 packs of toe warmers and hand warmers. They're pretty useful whenever you're sleeping at night and you know you ain't got nothing to keep you warm. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that might be it. For the bag wise, I'll go ahead and show you the kind of gun I will be carrying and receiving during the time I'll be using it. And let's just see here. I will be using a 20 gauge Remington 870 Windmaster. And in itself, it is a very good gun. It's a very versatile gun. It's wooden stock, and it's blued. But it's Express Magnum, and it's a really accurate gun. And it's not too beat up, but at the end of the day, it is just a tool. So I'm not going to take care of it too well, but I do maintain my guns very, very often, so they don't look like they're beat up. Yeah, like I said before, the full choke on it makes it pretty accurate. And that's all I have to say in this video, folks. Well, and at the end of the day, the bag is just a bag. You're not going to need the highest quality items. You're not going to need crap items either. You're just going to have to get whatever fits your needs. And a firearm is, of course, optional, as you don't need it to survive. That's just a recommendation from me to get one, but you don't have to have one. But what you will need is a knife, food, water, shelter, and some way, in my opinion, some way to keep you the moral boosted, because that's very, very important, because your moral is basically how you feel about the situation. If you're down, you're not going to want to do anything. You're going to lose efficiency, and you're not going to run at your full level. Hygiene isn't a must, but it's an okay thing to do. But I would influence it on you all. Another thing I would rather take over any other thing, because nobody's else recommended this to me before, but I've always liked taking extra pants like I got over here, because you're going to be sliding around, you're going to be down on the ground doing stuff, you're going to be sitting and everything like that, and pants could either be tore or they could get wet, so you're going to need an extra change of clothes. Yeah, I've pretty well gave you all the advice I can give you within this video. Like, comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing the dollar store challenge next. That'd be pretty fun. I'll probably do the $10. Tax, of course, doesn't count. So be looking out for that, guys. This is Kentucky Forester here, signing off. Have a nice day.